Welcome to the Mulligan Menace. Today we got a Orzhov discard deck. This one was actually played by Swayze. Swayze made this deck, and as soon as I saw that it was a discard deck and it was a white-black that I haven't tried before, I'm like, I've got to try this deck. And the whole idea here is that you have cards like Bandit's Talent, Momentum Breaker, and Nowhere to Run that you can bounce because they're enchantments. You can bounce them with the Current and Pixie to put them back in your hand and then recast them. Basically, you get to cast them all twice by doing that. Otherwise, in the deck, you have your Intimidation Tactics, 3 copies of that, 3 copies of Get Lost. You have 2 copies of Strategic Betrayal for some removal and Graveyard Hate. You also have 4 copies of the Revenant. This is always a fantastic card. Flying Death Touch Lifelink helps you survive against those aggro decks. Picks off anything that's small. A lot of different abilities you can do that, and you can even pick off something that's large when you sneak in and Nowhere to Run. So if you have like a 5/5 that's attacking in, and they think they're just going to kill your Revenant, you can throw it on a Nowhere to Run and kill it with the Revenant if you block with it. Battle Cruiser, awesome card to have in a discard deck. A lot of times it's just too high on the top end, but this deck kind of goes a little bit large, and it does have a very good effect there, where whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life. That's fantastic against the Monument deck. You're going to actually see that in one of my games, so you're going to love watching the gameplay footage of that. Regent, a good board wipe, as well as another kind of discard spell if they try to get rid of it. Forces them to discard another spell. So it's basically like they're 2 for 1ing it if they even try to cast removal targeted at Regent. And then we have Overlord, help you find your Kirans. And then we have one of Ecclesats. Just a nice one to have in a discard deck, all in all. Lands, Verges, Courtyard, Shrines, Backstreets. Backstreets are a little rough because of the Surveil, but Surveillability does help you as well. And obviously Swaps and Plains. If you could, hit that subscribe button below. Trying to get to 2,000 subs. Fairly new channel. I post videos every day, so if you want to watch new Magic content every day, subscribe to the channel. And like the video also if you can. Otherwise, we're going to get into some videos. You're going to want to watch the gameplay here because really fun games against Monument deck, and you're going to watch a grindy game at the end against a blue-white control deck. And that was a roller coaster of a game, we'll say. Let's get into the gameplay footage here. All right, what do we got here? We got a Momentum Breaker, Revenant. We don't really have a whole lot of discard other than the Breaker, but we'll keep this for now because we do got the Pixie. We can bounce our removal spells. We're not in that bad a shape. I think we drop this first, just so we avoid the damage if we need it later. Get this second. Okay, we can kill that. That's okay for us. Get lost too. I think it pays to get this down because of the lifelink ability of it. Yep. See if they kill that. Yeah, they do. We can get that in tapped. We can bounce the Breaker. Get back, have him sack it. We can even renew this. We want to give that possibility. We can get lost that, which is nice. This is down to 1, so we can just attack that. I don't want to get rid of that enchantment.
What went wrong?
We're going to do this now just before he can crack and increase this thing, because I don't know if he has a pump spell in his deck. We can always get it back with Kieran. Perfect. So he kind of has to go after this Pixie, otherwise I can put Revenant on it. Ooh, another one. Okay, that's fine. So Momentum Breaker is the draw. We don't even need to cast Kieran here. Do this just to get it back. We'll just get this for another creature. Get Momentum Breaker back. Do have Helix. We'll just attack him. We won't use a Reverent yet. You can Helix the other one. Alright, well we might as well get this down. Bring back our Nowhere. We'll wait till next turn to do this. Well, let's just do it now. He has no cards in hand, technically. Maybe he drew removal, but mana-wise, it was the right thing to do. Wouldn't have mattered. Because if it would have been removal, he could have been instant speed anyways. Oh, there we go. Force him to discard. Oh, that's nice. Now he can start taking damage. We're gaining life. We're in pretty good shape here. We're going to trigger this level 3 on this next turn. On second thought, we're going to do this. Gets the card out of his hand. He'll take 4 damage a turn. Okay, Higher Claw. I think we'll just save the Momentum Breaker for that. We'll get this down just so we can do additional 2 damage. So now we're doing 8 damage a turn. Good game. All right, I go first on this one. We do have dual intimidation tactics, which is nice. We'll keep it. We're going to do this one so we can cast our tactics right away. Let's hope they have creatures. Ah, Monument and Grand. Well, let's grab Grand, and we'll grab the Monument next. That's not a bad one. They will have counters up here. That is something to remember. They also have creature destruction as well. So no point in casting anything, unfortunately. They got a Grand. Do that so that we can get around the Quencha. I would like to have a creature out for that. We just go to next turn. I don't want to give him a chance to cast because he has no lessons in his graveyard as of right now. 4. He'll be able to cast the... This doesn't do a whole lot for us, to be honest with you. But he was able to cast that. Still has his Quencha up. Kind of want to just make sure that we had this available to us without getting killed. If we draw a land, we can cast our Reverent. Okay, he has Artist Talent out. He'll start cycling through his deck a little bit here. He's going to bounce it. He bounces ours. Okay. Trail can get rid of the 2 lessons in his deck, so let's do this. Followed by the Betrayal. It has 2 lessons in his graveyard, that is. Makes his card draws worst for the Wisdoms. Just still need to get 1. Ah, he had. Bummer. Well, maybe we just do this. You can't counter it. It also makes it harder to target it. I can give it lifelink as well. Kind of want to turn this on, get this out and turn it on because they're going to be discarding cards a lot. Okay. So maybe that's the game plan. Let's see what they do with this. Let's get this through. Come on. Okay, we got it through. Now they'll start taking damage. Perfect. So they have to have multiple monuments to even race. Ooh, they're taking 3 damage. Wow, okay. Hmm. I think we just get rid of their graveyard. That's unfortunately what they had. If I could have discarded first, or get lost first. I guess I couldn't, it wouldn't matter because of the sorcery speed. That's a bummer. We might as well just get rid of this. Alright. Remember, discard spells. I guess I have multiple monuments in turn for him to outrace me. Okay. Take damage. I can only discard 4 more cards before they're dead. Okay, Gran. Another nowhere to run. Okay, they take 3 more. We're winning that race. Okay, they take 3 more. They need to find their multiple monuments here. Okay. They take 3 more. All right, so if we force them to discard a card, we win the game. I don't know if I actually want to turn that on. I mean, maybe. They did find it. But now they can't really even race us because they can't force us to discard even a single card. He has to kill that. Don't think that does anything for us right now. Just need to find a discard spell. This is a pretty crazy game. Battle Cruiser really does work against this deck. Oh, that hurts. Can they kill us from here? I guess they can, actually, because that's 6 damage. And then they just need to discard a card on the next turn. We had enough draw steps that we should have been able to draw removal. Or there it is, unfortunately. Do they not have it? Wow, we got there. Good game. All right, opponent goes first on this one. We'll keep it. Kind of an odd hand, but we'll try it. All right. Depending on what they cast next to the betrayal is not such a bad thing in this. Okay. Let's do a betray. Have them get rid of the scavenger. Hope that they don't cast another creature. And we can bounce our... actually, we can't only do that. It's another one, too. We'll have that tapped. Have them discard. It'll be interesting to see what they do next turn. Okay, got rid of the seam rep. That was an interesting drop. Okay, Feather Flight. So they are tapped out. I think what we do this while they're tapped out. This does give them map tokens to pump onto the error list. They don't have much land. So our... Okay. We're not finding our repeated removal, unfortunately. Let's do this, and then we'll flash in the Kieran. And try to block. Oh, okay. Yeah, unfortunately. Doesn't have mana for that. Well, that's good for us. Get rid of that pesky bugger. Let's get this out. We have a blocker. That, because that's some life gain. Kind of tempted to double drop the... If he gets land, we're probably in trouble, so I'm kind of tempted to drop the Bandit's talent twice. Okay. I found one land. I'm okay with that. He must have another ethereal armor in his hand. We just start give him some damage. No attacks. You can unlock the door. Makes it a 4/4 and a 2/2. If he gives us flying, it's going to be a 4/4. There's ethereal armor. That's pretty good. That helps get around sack spell. It's 8 damage. I have to block it. Just too late. All right, we can hold on for 2 more turns, I think. It's going to be close. Yep. Oh, he has shelter on top of his deck. Well, that's pretty strong. Thought we were going to lose this one. Still can, but... Can he flash out a creature? Doesn't matter. Sacrifice. We'll get our creature out. They'll take damage. Good game. Came back from that one. All right, opponent goes first in this one. We do have 2 land, Bandit's Talent, Get Lost, Pixie. Let's keep her. It's going to be a Momo flying deck. Guess we'll get this in play now. It's not an artifact, it's an enchantment, so that's good. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to be in trouble here if we don't start finding our removal. I think we need to... I mean, I guess the bang for the buck is to get rid of that, right? Maybe we drop this. It's a good blocker. Should drop the courtyard that turn. That was a mistake on my part. Oh, man. Guess we gotta try it. Do you have a trick? Weird. I'll take that. We're gonna go after the Momo, I think. Gonna telegraph that we have something, but we can get lost this and kill off his sailor. Thought I telegraphed that enough that they wouldn't do that, but guess not. I don't think they have a creature. I think they're just sitting on land. Because I kind of want to trigger this. They're holding up something. They had a creature. It wouldn't have mattered for intimidation tactics. Okay, they're going to be drawing cards too. That's unfortunate. All right, good game. All right, we go first on this one. All right, that's a good game. All right, we got a pretty good hand here. We have 3 land, Pixie, Bandit's Talent, 2 Momentum Breakers. Pixie will allow us to pick up whatever we want. We're going to keep this. Don't want to see blue. Okay, it's just white. All right. Momentum Breaker will be perfect. Momentum Breaker destroys this deck. Starting with 2 in hand and then having a Pixie to pick it up. I am actually going to let him grow this. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to force a discard here. Then we're going to bounce this back. I'll even block this if they don't put other enchantments on it, but I think they got something. I'll let them blow enchantments on it if they want to pump it. Okay? I can still block that. Yep. Blow another card on it. I'd be happy. It's all counts as discard to me. All right, good game, good game. All right, opponent goes first on this one. We do have 3 land here. One is a surveil land, which is a little unfortunate. Otherwise, Get Lost, Kieran, Momentum Breaker, and Revenant. I do like having the Kieran and Momentum Breaker in the opening hand. We'll keep this. Get Lost as well comes in handy. I guess we can Surveil right away. Oh, shoot. I should have cast that. Oh, that's a nice one to have. But we're not going to cast it for a while. Should have cast the Tactics. Dropped the land before I realized I drew that. Let's go after them. Is it the artifact? It is the artifact deck. Lots of draw spells. Could just be a control deck with the anchorage. Get Lost will help us get rid of the anchorages. Okay, we'll get the Revenant out here. This is also nice for the anchorage. See if they have anything that can get rid of the Revenant. Demolition Field ain't doing a whole lot for them. Got one in hand as well. They're just going to hold on and consult the stars. Momentum Breaker. You know what? We're going to double Momentum Breaker. I don't feel like we're going to be able to use them very good. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Discard for me. The funny thing is, now he can't consult at the end of our turn. So he discarded a land. Just slowed himself down. He should have just discarded it. He shouldn't have countered it. Yep. I mean, maybe it's not a bad idea to do this. Get rid of another card out of their hand. That is interesting. I mean, I love that they discarded it, but it's kind of telling that they have everything in their hand they need. Wouldn't you keep this over the... I probably would have kept the Consult over the Stock Up. We gotta watch, because this can become a flying creature. We do have the Nowhere Runs. Take 5 more, you're at 9. Okay, did Judgment. I think we're okay with this. Just waiting for them to fire up their anchorage. They can't do it this turn now. I wonder if we should just sack. I guess we'll leave it just in case we want to bounce it. Yeah, not doing a whole lot this turn. So we want them to fire up their anchorage. I think we're going to know where to run it. He has another anchorage too. He also has the discard card as well. He didn't fire it up. That's interesting. Well, we're drawing land. Not doing a whole lot here. Come on. I'm not attacking or anything. You don't really need to hold on my attack phase. Is he through all of them now? 1, 2. Okay, that's his third one. Kind of want to save this for like an Elspeth if he has one. Probably has a negate if he does. Is that what he's doing? Oh, Soul Glide. Okay. That's fine. Come on. Attack. No attack. These are the dirtily controlled players here, man. It's not even attacking and even attempting to win the game. And all I can do is draw land. Out of 17 cards, we drew 8 land. All right, get the Bandit's talent down. Yeah, we'll pay. Gonna try countering again. All right. Suppose it does get him a card draw. Not sure why he didn't just do that right away, though. How many of those are we down? Just one? Authority of Council? Okay. That one doesn't bother me. See if he has another counter. Shoot. Maybe he gets to draw cards. So we'll keep both of these up. That's probably why he did it. I mean, if he actually thought that I had that in my hand. Come on. Attack already. Wow. How many cards deep are they? They're only 30. Down to 31 in their deck. This is a pretty slow player. Get rid of their graveyard. Doesn't really do anything for us. All right. We will try this again. We can pay for that. Then we can get lost this next turn. And he found his other stars. Star chart. Really don't want to use this on this. Maybe we'll hold off. The only thing I'm nervous of is if he finds another 3 steps ahead. Because he has 2 that he used so far. If this is his last star chart. We're such high life, I'm not too worried. I want to bounce our nowhere to run. Leave this up for like a planeswalker. Yep. Well, there it is. Gonna counter it. Well, I suppose this doesn't get rid of it because of the counters. But I can make it a 2 casting cost and block, or 2 defense and block it with this. So we'll go that route. Obviously, we got to wait a turn, but he's got to have removal, I would think, like a sweeper or something. Get lost. Okay, we'll take it. think we still take it. I don't think they have artifacts. I just want to see what they got in their hand more than anything. I probably should have done the cycling to do the card draw. See if they try to counter this, maybe? They're countering it. That is interesting. I basically just wanted to see if we needed to use our Get Lost or not. That tells me they got something in their hand that's pretty juicy. Either that or they just used the negate because they just didn't want me to look at their hand and they were going to discard one anyways. Either way, I'm happy to get rid of the negate. Suppose we can sack the breaker. Okay, they're drawing a card. They're down to 22 cards. Well, let's sack this. Pinnacle doesn't do a whole lot. I guess that's the artifact I would have found. They didn't attack in. I'm gonna get rid of their graveyard again. Okay. I mean, if they're going to counter spell, I'm actually happy that they counter that one. So 1, 2, 3. Is that three steps ahead? So he has only one more 3 steps ahead probably in his deck. 1, 2, 3. No more consults. I can't think that he's running a full play set of negates. He's probably done with those. Stock ups, he went through 2 stock ups. Of anything, he might have more, no more lies. Alright, next. Yeah, I roped him. I was just looking through his stuff, making sure to see what he has. Okay, end turn. And I might as well do this now before he finds any more solutions. He's got to have a counter, right? Okay, there's his last 3 steps ahead. So now we got to find a solution for Anchorage. He's got to have sweepers. That's probably what he has. Because he went through 3 Day of Judgments, actually. Ooh. But he could have another Pinnacle. What do we have, I guess? We have 2 Get Lost. One more Nowhere to Run. Don't have a lot of stuff, unfortunately. We're at 22 life. That's the one thing that's helping us here. Still a lot of our deck to see, actually. Alright. Well, there's another Get Lost. I think we gotta try it. He has no more 3 steps. He might have a negate. He has used 2 already. Well, we definitely need to do this. We have land. Yep. Wow, that was a good play on our part here. Rid of that one. So they're just drawing themselves out here. Let's get this out. That back in our hand. We're in pretty good shape, actually. I wonder if they have any more of the Restless. Down to 9 cards. This is becoming a grindy match that we're going to end up milling them out in our discard deck. This is the downside of not having a whole lot of win conditions. Their win conditions was 2 lands so far. He's got to have something else. Okay, stock up. Wow. That's going to draw him out even more. He's used stock ups before, so that means whatever's at the bottom of his library is just complete junk. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I'm killing you by your life total. I think we're milling you out here. Well, let's do this. Spent 0. I just want to be able to use these map tokens. See if they remove it. Yeah, that was actually pretty good to get rid of those lands off the top of my deck. I'll take it. That was a good trade for 1 life. Why did he not do that earlier? If that's what his game plan was. He knows what's in our hand. He's down to 6 cards. He's got a Restless Anchorage. So he's probably playing a play set. Maybe 3, I guess. He could have pitched him to the bottom of his deck because of it. He didn't want him earlier. Get that out. When he tries to crack one of these, I'll throw the Nowhere to Run down. I get he could have a counter, but that's okay. He only has 5 turns. Did he just drop down another one? Yeah, he had 4. See if he counters it. I don't think he has any hard counters anymore. He's just going to draw himself out of cards. I guess he thinks that he has a hard counter. Nice. Now we just need to bounce this again, and I think we're guaranteed. Because it looks like it's his only win cons. He doesn't have enough turns to kill us as of right now anyways. Uh-oh. No! At least we got rid of their graveyard twice. I mean, they're down to 16. No maximum hand size. That's a bummer. What a card. Well, now we gotta fight through 2 anchorages, right? Because we only killed... No, he has all his anchorages in there. Well, that's not good. We're not going to get him to discard either. There's his other anchorage. Or one of his others, because he's got 2 more. Rest in peace. That explains why he wasn't playing it. Well, I guess we momentum breaker. There's another Restless Anchorage, so he can start doing quite a bit of damage to us. We have 1 Get Lost left. I ain't gonna do it. Have him discard a card. The stack up on top of his deck. What a crazy game. I think we're going to end up losing this one, but what a crazy game this was. What a slow player as well. This is the type of person that should not be playing a control deck like this. Yeah. That makes sense why he countered that graveyard hate that I had earlier with the strategic betrayal. It didn't make a whole lot of sense at the time, but sure made sense when he cast that card. Yeah, I can only get rid of 1 of these. Has Death Touch. Well, he found to get lost. Nine, 10, 11 damage. Yeah, don't think we're getting rid of all those. Good game. Actually, just for grins, let's just see what we had coming up here. We had to get lost. Bummer. Good game. All right, well, that was fun playing the black-white Orzhov sacrifice from Swayze. Um, thoughts about this deck? I think it's fun. I think it's interesting. I don't think this was one of the best discard models that you can follow for it because there just wasn't enough discard in here. I mean, we don't even have duresses in this deck. It does have the tactics, it does have the talent and the momentum breaker, but that's it. Do love, absolutely love the recursions that you have with momentum breaker and bandit's talent with Kieran and Pixie, which is fantastic. As well as nowhere to run. Really enjoy that. The Revenant is fantastic. It's nice that you can also do that renew effect to throw it on your Pixie or your Kieran to give your guys a little bit of life gain, so you can enjoy those as well. Didn't get to see much of the Ecclesats in the games that I played. Overlord seemed a little odd in the deck, but I worked out to find Pixie or Kieran if I needed to. Scavenger Regent was great. I didn't really get to use the ability, but I did get to use it as a creature. Battle Cruiser. Holy smokes, this card's fantastic. I really enjoyed having that. I think the big thing is just make sure that you get that first one triggered, that first station triggered, so that they lose 3 life. That game where I was playing against the Monument with this was fantastic. Really enjoyed that one. But all in all, fun deck to play. If you could hit that subscribe button, helps out. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subs, fairly new channel, and I put new content out every day. So please subscribe to the channel and have a fantastic day.